Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to Shooting for the Funny. I'm Johnny Espo, comedian Johnny Espo. This is comedian Damien.
What up?
Damien Speranza, whatever the fuck you want to call us. Listen, we are here recapping January, yes?
Yes, sir.
Happy New Year, everyone. It's good to see you again. Thank you to everybody who has shared and watched and viewed. We've got a lot of stuff to cover. A ton of shit to cover.
Yeah, we did a lot.
Let me cover first. Obviously, I'm rolling Slurricane this month. So let's see if we can. Yeah, let's see if we can. I don't know who the fuck comes up
Who
with
names
them.
these things?
Dude, don't ask,
Slurricane.
California. I don't know.
Why would you think it's a good idea to have something called Slurricane before you have to do a vlog?
I'm not before or during. Fuck you.
Either.
Why
I'm just
not? Let's
saying.
see what happens.
Oh my god, that's gonna be a one-sided conversation. You drool on yourself halfway.
No,
through.
No, I've had this for a while.
All right, I'll take your word for it.
All right.
Horrible name.
Man, we'll see. It's good weed. Might be a horrible name, but it's pretty good fucking weed. I got the barrel end. Nah, I shouldn't say the barrel end of it. There was a lot of shake, which I'm fine with. Same THC and all that fun stuff. But the lucky part with that is you find seeds. Seeds, one day you'll be able to cultivate here in Connecticut, but not now. Not now. So, let's get it started. So, January was a great month. We got a lot of shit going on.
Yeah,
a lot of shit going on. When we last left you, we were doing the Capone revamp tour on January 4th.
That was awesome.
That was absolutely
so much fun.
Out of fucking control. Everybody killed. From the end, you know what? I got to give it to everyone.
Yeah.
It was an amazing show. Started off with Ray Dijon, and he had probably the hardest spot. He was first. People were still being seated, and he was funny as hell. And then everybody from Brandon Reeves to Hulk, Tony Bird, and then we were lucky enough to bring Kenny out, my mentor, Kenny Wu. We dressed, and if you go to our Instagram pages, you'll
see some pictures.
Yeah,
I look pregnant in them, but they're on there.
That's all right. I look like a fucking bobblehead. Truth be told, I did not like any of those pictures. I look like a fucking mutt. But it is what it is. We played the part. We did a great job. I mean, we delivered Kenny to the stage. We played the role. We scared the crowd, and we stood there like fucking centurions, and it was hard. Yeah. For 20 minutes, we said these are easy 20 minutes, if not a half hour, because Kenny headlined, so he got the best spot. And a few times I had to bite my lip and try not to laugh because
when he fell on the floor for one of his
for bullpen therapy, it was fucking great. So he falls on the floor, and all of a sudden you get hit with 800 laughs. It was unfucking real, absolutely unreal.
It was awesome to have that view.
Yeah, without having that pressure.
Exactly. Of what it'd be like to perform in front of that many people. It was insane. It was insane.
Yeah.
And it's so different, the laughs that carry when there's that many people as opposed to a room
especially
of 50
directly
people, 75
at you.
people.
Don't forget that we're in a theater. Symphony Space, I think, holds 800-900 people.
Right. And
it's a laughs, 800-900 laughs directed, screaming at you. It's absolutely, and it's not like ha 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 ha. It's side-splitting laughter, just amplified in your face, and it's an amazing feeling.
And we actually had people. I mean, we played the role so well. We had people come up to us after the show, take pictures with us, and ask us if Kenny was really in jail and had to go back to prison.
Yeah, they literally thought we were, as they call us in Harlem, timeout.
Yeah.
So it was fucking out of control, and I can't wait to be a part of something else, either with them, with others. Something of that magnitude is definitely on the horizon, I think. Who's calling? Oh, Clyde.
And it was cool. Shout out to Capone for allowing us. I mean, it was his team, his tour.
Yeah.
He could have squashed it if he wanted, but he gave us the opportunity to just be on the stage, and actually came up to us after.
Awesome.
And was like, hey, I think I want to write a little stuff. Maybe we can work out something so you guys say things. It's more interactive.
Yeah, and it
just
sounded like Little Valley Girl. Yeah.
That was so cool.
Oh my god, it was amazing.
I'm so pumped.
Oh, I was so popular that
we're
night.
too good at that. I gotta stop right now.
No, that was an amazing feeling. The best part is before, as soon as Capone walked in, he looks at us like, who the fuck are you two
not
idiots?
even really high, just kind of like nod his head, walking by.
No, I'm just I'm gonna stay here. I'm gonna keep quiet. I'm gonna let you do what you do, sir.
Dude, and then they brought out the food for all the talent, and I'm starving. I'm watching. I can't eat this. I'm
no, we ain't talent.
Just stay in the background, smelling all the chicken and gravy. Oh, so good. But no, it was cool, man. It was definitely a different feel, and like, you know, even the way that Capone starts the show. You know, he comes out, he's got backup dancers, who've been with him for ever.
Apparently since the beginning.
Yeah.
And they were great. They were so awesome.
It was awesome.
Everybody welcomed us. I mean, the comedian, nobody were dicks.
No, Brandon had a rough set too, though. While Brandon was up there.
Oh my God!
There was a girl that would not.
Nobody can goddamn behave.
Yeah, she would not stop talking. And eventually, the crowd around her got pissed.
And she got in a fight.
Yeah, someone smacked her in the face while Brandon was on stage.
Which is not even right.
No.
But, you know, come on, man.
I mean, it was a girl-on-girl thing. It's, you know, shit happens.
Not girl-on-girl.
Okay. It wasn't the first time I've seen girl-on-girl fight hanging out with you and doing some of these shows. Dude, in the cup, bro. Right. But yeah.
Two comedians, one cup.
Yeah. No, anyway, yeah, Doesn't was the first time I've seen two girls fight at a comedy show, but I mean, it was crazy. She had to get escorted out, but you know, he handled it like a pro, man. He
addressed it, man. He's young. He's a young gun too. I don't even know how old, but I know he's
younger than us. That's all I know.
Yeah,
yeah. He's got to be in his, you know.
Yeah, but just because younger than us doesn't mean young gun. Like I think he's in, like you said, in his mid-20s. And good for you, man.
Yeah, no, he did a great job, man. He killed. But yeah, I can't. I mean, that was interesting having a fight break out right in the middle of the set like that.
It's always interesting, baby.
But overall, man, that was a cool experience to see how something of that size gets put together. Get behind the scenes, hang out with the DJ a little bit, you know, see him do his thing.
Everybody's cool.
I was like a little fan kid for a second. I got out on stage before everybody came in. I took pictures on stage and things like that.
Yeah,
so.
I did too.
Yeah, whatever.
I'm not gonna post them. See, I can't. Did you post them?
Oh, I posted it.
Did you?
But I posted a quote though. I mean, not really.
Yeah, no, of course. You gotta read the caption.
When you hang out with the big dogs, you have to enjoy their view.
But unless I do this thing, unless I take that thing, I don't know if I could post them.
Nah, I have no shame. I posted that shit.
That's alright. I try and have no shame, but just with my stand-up, I mean, it is what it is. Alright, so that was the Capone revamp tour.
Yep.
What do you want to talk about next? I bombed twice. I ate dog shit. So one of the other ones that actually sticks out in my head is I went out to Queens to do a show with Joe Hill. Awesome dude. No, I'm sorry, not Joe Hill, Joe Show. Two different guys. Joe Show's a great dude. Joe Hill's a great guy too, but it was really small, quaint. There was like 5 fucking people there, and I think I brought 3 of them.
Nice.
Oh yeah. I didn't bomb that one, but it was a weird kind of meat grinder show. Even though it was 5 people, they were fucking rough, and all they wanted to do was talk to you. There's one drunk lady kept telling us, kept asking where she was from, and she rattled off every single fucking island in the Caribbean.
Nice.
Every single. So you know, whatever. It was a good time. I didn't necessarily bomb that one. That was just a workout. Dusk Till Dawn with
Okay.
Chocolate Shy.
Okay, hold on.
I love this woman. I love her to death.
All right. First of all, John calls and says, "Hey, Kenny got you 5 minutes in Brooklyn tonight. I've met Divine before, never done anything in front of him before.
Yeah.
Good dude, high energy guy. So
it doesn't mind cutting you in half if you're being stupid.
Oh yeah, he's got a sharp tongue.
Oh yeah, he's great. He's great for a comedian because he'll keep that. He keeps he keeps everybody in line.
So we get there, right? And I don't think you knew either. It was a comedy roast for Chocolate Shy because it was her birthday.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was a roast. I never met this woman before. Like, I don't know nothing about her. All I have is what I see in front of me, and that's it. And I think you only met her like once or twice before then, something like that. Like you want like.
No, I love Shy. Listen, Shy. I try and remember everyone who is kind to me, and who has given me kind words or helpful, healthy advice in comedy, because, well, there's 2 files. the ones that help me, and it should be 3 files. The ones that were, just there, and the ones that fuck you, or the ones that are gonna go in the we'll see later motherfucker file. I have that file already. I don't need to get into that bullshit because that's only for me to know and for that person when they get fucked. Shy isn't in that file. Shy, I adore her.
She's good people.
So I can't even. She told me to drop the N-bomb if I have to, and she actually kind of ordered me to because I have a friend, one of my best friends in the world, and I can't even say it because it's a different time. It's Big Ninja Terry. Yeah. Substitute. I can't. Fact of the matter is, she's like, the night I met him is one of the funniest fucking nights. And one day I'll be able to tell the story. I'm gonna have to bring him on stage for that story.
Yeah.
So, the night I met him is one of the funniest fucking nights. One of the funniest fucking stories I have. And she's like, and she's this.
She's very genuine.
Big girl, and I love her. And she will tell you straight up, she does not give a fuck. She a big girl from Chicago, and she would tell you straight. She built like her mama and her daddy. All right, that's one of her lines.
Yeah, very genuine.
She's like, honey, if you got to use it, you go right ahead and use it. I, of course, didn't fucking do it. I told the story, but I substituted. Obviously, I'm not a disrespectful piece of shit. I might be a piece of shit.
Not disrespectful.
Piece of shit.
That sounded like Giannis Pappas right there. Anyway, point is, we got there. It ended up being a comedy roast. I don't think either one of us were prepared to roast anybody.
Yeah.
So John went first, and he took.
I ate a bag of dicks.
He didn't eat a bag of dicks.
Dude, I ate shit.
He took the approach that I was going to take, which was...
Nice guy?
Yeah, be the nice guy. Say, oh, he went on stage like, I can't roast this girl. Like, she's too sweet.
She's awesome. Like, Shy's been fighting. Like, I can't say it enough. She is a bad bitch in comedy, and keep your eyes out for her, Chocolate Shy. And she was, and continues to be kind. She's cool as shit. Like, I love seeing her at show. When I see it, even if she doesn't go on, hugs and kisses, I'm real with her. She's real with me. If she ever needs anything, I got your back, Shy.
So... he goes on, does well. He does a nice guy thing, okay?
Well, bullshit.
He did well. He didn't get crickets. You did not get crickets. You did not get crickets. So then, my turn, I was going up after John, and I'm freaking out because I have no idea what I'm going to do. You took my idea. I was going to do that. I was going to be nice. I don't know her, whatever. So the whole time, the host, Divine, kept telling all the comics, listen, when you get on stage, you get on the mic and you roast her, fuck with her hard. Don't take it. He kept saying, fuck with her hard. That was his thing. Do not take it easy. Yeah. So it just came to me real quick. I ran over to the DJ and I was like, hey, you got Pony by Genuine? He's like, yeah. So I will put that on. So he did. I went up. I gave her a lap dance in front of everybody. Got the crowd into it. And then I cut the music. And I was like, my bad. Like, I misunderstood. He said, fuck with her hard. I thought he said, fuck her hard. I was just trying to get started. And then I had the crowd going from there.
Yeah, you got him on your side.
Yeah, so it ended up being a really good show for me. I had a really good time to the point where actually Divine came up to me afterwards.
Yeah.
And was like, hey, man, we do the show every other Friday. I'm going to be calling you. And so it was really, for me, that was huge because I haven't done as many shows as you have done. So to have that reaction, especially from the guy that puts on the show, was pretty freaking awesome.
Yeah.
And that was a tough room.
Yeah, that was not an easy room. But meat grinders are great. Dr. Rocco just had a rough time, I think, at New Life.
That's a tough
room. But I call that place, what did I call it? The Gladiators Ludus for comedy. Because the juice bar is where you go to sharpen fucking steel. Seriously. And I say it seriously because if you say the wrong fucking thing, you're getting slapped like a bitch. And motherfuckers don't play down there. They don't fucking play.
No,
it's a good time. Yeah, it's a rough room. You know what I mean? Man. It's a rough fucking room.
That's definitely a rough room. Speaking of rooms, you've got your own.
Oh, wait. I want to go over another eat shit moment.
Oh, God. All right, go
Mingles, bro. I
wasn't there for that.
Shit at Mingles. It was bad. But the best part, though, is I redeemed myself later on in the month. Like, I went on early at Mingles, and I got fucking crickets. It was so bad. Fast forward a few weeks later, I went back to Mingles. Smokey was hosting again, and I had a great night. I got great, and this was the return of Mr. Fuckhead.
No.
Fucker!
Yeah.
I love him to death. I love him to death. You see me as a great set. He's sober. He gets hammered. He tells the host to fuck himself from the stage. I see the light. Fuck you. I was charged with getting him off the fucking stage. It was bad. He was drunk again, and I leveled with him. I was like, listen, man. The next day we talked. I said, you can't be getting drunk. The worst thing to do is run the fucking light. And he ran the light. He told the host to fuck himself. And that was pretty much the worst thing. It was bad, man.
Well, that goes back to what we talked about. Was the last one and the one before that? Yeah, I mean, the thing is, there's thousands of comedians.
Smokey's got a sweet spot in his heart for him, though.
Yeah.
And there's a reason why. But it's, I'd like to have him on it, actually.
I'd love to have him.
No, because he's funny as shit. That night he had them laughing until it went south, and then he got angry, and he started berating the crowd, and then he told Smokey to fuck himself. And it was just a shit show. I did go up there. He likes me. He's not going to... No way he's going to swing on anybody, but I was actually the bigger of the guys in the fucking... Except for Rashawn Reese, and he was outside. I had to go up and get him off the fucking stage. It was bad. The next day I was like, dude, you can't do that shit anymore. He's like, oh, it's not at that office. Listen, the last 2 out of 3 times I've seen you, you've been fucked up. What do you mean? You can't tell it can't be that infrequent.
Right. Well, again, there's thousands of comedians looking for spots. Yeah. And if you're getting a spot and you're an asshole, or you make a fool of yourself, or you disrespect,
I make a fool of myself, drop a fucking joint on myself like an asshole.
They're gonna go with the next guy. Why deal with the headache of a guy like that when you can get another guy that's gonna be professional, be on time, be sober?
Yeah, exactly. Sherwin says the same shit. He goes, the reason I get a lot of jobs is because I don't have any chick or baby mama drama. I don't get all fucked up and berate people. I'm there on time.
Professional. Absolutely. Well, speaking of bombing, before we talk about your room, just one of my notes here is just, I think we talked about it, was the idea that you do well on these shows, and then I'll go and I'll do open mic rooms in front of comics and things like that, and I'll get nothing. Yeah. And it's like, it's good in a way because it keeps you humble, so you don't get too cocky.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, you just don't understand. Like, the same set that I'll get, like, all-out laughs from start to finish doing, I'll get nothing in the open mic room. So I've talked to a couple comedians about it, and a lot of them are just saying, like, don't take it personal.
Yeah.
Those rooms are to work out how you're going to say things and get a rhythm. Yeah. But you can't judge how funny you're going to be based on the open mic. Yeah, you got selfish people. You got people that don't care. You got comedians that have seen jokes nonstop, so it's harder to make them laugh. I mean, I'm still going to do them.
Speaking of that's open mic, Mocha. I finally had a great fucking set at Mocha. And it's Mocha's not easy because a lot of times it's all fucking comedians. And it was majority comedians. I shouldn't say majority. It was a bunch of comedians, but there was a good audience in there as well. And I fucking had a great set. I didn't get the keys. I had everybody laughing, everybody clapping, an attaboy from Smokey.
Nice.
You know what I mean?
You've had some, I don't know the right. You've had some big people give you some encouraging words in January.
Yeah, man. I had a big month. I had a really big month. And I was one of the things I want to talk about. For some reason, the reason is because of Kenny. Okay. The reason I'm on bigger radars now. So
it's both. I mean, you got to give yourself some credit. Kenny puts you there, but if you're not putting in the work,
I'm hard working.
If you're not showing any promise, doesn't matter where Kenny puts you.
Right.
That's on you to pull.
So
through.
The funny part is, I did well at Talent's Room. So I ate shit. Was it December? End of December, I ate shit in front of Talent at Mingles. So him and Smokey do alternating weeks, something like that. So ate shit, but ate shit professionally. I wasn't sloppy. It was actually structured and this, that, and the other. But it was just, I did it wrong. that following Monday, I did Talent the Comedian. I did his room in Rio in Jersey. I think it's in Newark.
Love it.
Yeah. I don't know much about Newark. You're a Jersey boy.
Yeah, buddy.
And I had a great set. However, Talent wasn't there that night, so I didn't think I'd seen, but he was getting a play-by-play by Steve Harvey. No, Sean Harvey. Oh my God, Harvey. I can't be an asshole. I feel like an ass. Sean Harvey. Steve Harvey. Listen, I think Sean Harvey is funnier than Steve Harvey.
Personal opinion. I really haven't seen him do anything.
But I always fuck up the name because it just...
Well, Steve Harvey's a well-known name. So
yeah, but Sean Harvey is too. Just not...
Well, yeah, I mean...
Anyway, he's giving Talent a play-by-play. So the next time I see Talent, which was later on that week, right before I met Kenny to pick him up to go to Mingles at a fundraiser that Talent was doing. Go upstairs to say hi. Everything. I end up watching most of the show. Hello.
Yeah, thank you for that.
You're welcome. But when I saw Talent, he gave me a dap, and he's like, "Hey, man, I heard you did a great set. Good for you. You know, this, that, and the other." I was surprised. He's like, I was getting a play-by-play. I wasn't feeling well, so I said, you know, Sean was hosting the show, and I got an attaboy from Sean that night. When he handed off the mic, he was like, and that's how it's done, man. Good for you. That's awesome. And it feels great, but I'm there to work, and I almost kind of like don't fucking believe it yet. And then I continue to have decent sets throughout the month. If not great, I have good sets throughout the month. Oh, but later on that night when I saw Talent, that's the night I ate shit at Mingles. I ate a bag. It was bad, man. It was bad. The only thing that I got to laugh at was like, I'm not going to hold you hostage anymore. Have a good night. And they just fucking started roaring with laughter. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? So,
just happy to see you leave.
No. Anyway, I continue to have pretty decent sets. And I go to see... Oh, so I saw Mike Epps. Mike Epps was at Salsa Con Fuego in the Bronx, which is Rob Stapleton's room. Every Tuesday, Rob Stapleton. It's like, from what I see and understand, it's like the step before Apollo. And I don't want to say shit like that because I don't believe I'm ready for anything like that. And the reason I'm saying that is I will get to that in a minute. I'm there with Kenny the 2 nights that he's featuring for Mike Epps, and Kenny fucking kills it. Solo does a good job. Solo's a funny comedian, Solo Jones. He did a great job the first night. He did a good job the second night, got great laughs, but he didn't do it like the first night. Kenny destroyed both nights. Mike Epps he was funny as well. But I started seeing Rob Stapleton, and then last week of January, I go to Salsa Con Fuego to see Capone and Rob and Talent, three out of the 4 kings of New York. And when I see him, he basically says to me, I've been hearing really good things. We'll talk after February, and I need he goes, I need you to tighten your screws and give me a tight 15 minutes in March. That is yet to come to fruition. Obviously, we're in fucking February. But just that alone has me writing like fucking crazy, or at least trying to write like crazy, putting things in, rewording old jokes, things that I really want to work on. I'd be lying to you if I didn't say I was apprehensive at fucking best. I mean,
it's a huge, for so early on, it's a huge opportunity for less than a year into comedy.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah. Am I gonna fucking shit a solid gold brick? Probably, until I go on, but I'm gonna do my thing when I go on.
You're just so colorful. So colorful.
What did I say? Solid gold brick?
Shit a solid gold brick.
Well, yeah. Come on, you never heard shit like this?
I'm just saying, your analogies. You get me in trouble Because I listen to my in-laws tell me that there's way too much cursing on our podcast. And I go, really? I didn't even realize I curse so much. Like, no, it's not you. I'm like,
oh, it's me. I'm sorry. What are your in-laws? I forgot one's maiden name.
Hanson.
Mr. and Mrs. Hanson.
Oh, they're divorced. Good job. You're just making it worse.
Well, I'm sorry. That's who I am. You may not like my comedy, but your son-in-law's pretty fucking funny. He's a good dude. He's really funny, actually. He likes to, for the amount of time he gets out, he's way funnier than I am. He gets out a fraction of and I only get out 3 days a week.
I don't agree with that. I think it's just different.
Well, you're full of horseshit. So.
I think it's different. I think and it's something actually I wanted to talk about was you're more structured than. It's so weird. So we started.
I'm a joke guy.
Yeah, when we started this, I definitely was more writer structure than you.
Yeah.
But when it comes to actually performing, I can't help it. I end up going off the jokes and interacting with the crowd, and crowd work becomes a big part of. We did. I'm gonna skip ahead here. I'm gonna skip your room. We'll get back to it.
Yeah. No, I want to end that. But yeah.
So we did the Linwood Diner.
Lindenwood.
Sorry, Lindenwood Diner in Brooklyn.
Yeah, oh, okay. It's Ray Dijon's room, but Solo Jones was hosting, and he's a great fucking host.
Right.
He really is.
So when we got there, I asked Solo ahead of time. I said, "Hey, 5 minutes just to make sure." He goes, "Just rock with it. I'll let you guys know when you're up."
Yeah.
And I wasn't really prepared for that, but like whatever. So then I'm used to you always opening. I always go after you. Like every time we're with Kenny, like you always go first.
Yeah, I forgot about the. I actually forgot about the course of the fucking Lindenwood Diner. Yeah, I had a good fucking.
You did,
night.
And yeah,
I
so
forgot.
You definitely finished with that. But the point, I guess, is
I had good nights on both too, so we can finish with Ponchos.
We're gonna finish. Ponchos is your room, so we'll finish. But so yeah, we're at the diner, Laughaholics. They do a lot of stuff there. A lot of comedians, whatever. It's a pretty cool room actually. It's shut off from the rest of the place. Anyway, so Solo puts me up, and I start going, and I realize I was on for about 10 minutes. I'd never done a 10-minute set in front of a crowd before. On for 10 minutes, I did well, but I would say I did 2 jokes. And in the middle of those, I did the skiing joke and I did a sauna joke. But in the middle of all those 2 jokes, I just kept going off the crowd. They were giving me stuff to read. And it's not the only time I've done it.
Yeah.
Like, I realized that as much as I write...
better riff.
Yeah, as much as I write, I like to get involved with the crowd. Yeah. And it's a weird thing. Like, I have the stuff to go back to if it dies out. But as long as the laughs are coming...
Yeah.
I just keep going. Yeah. Where you're better at staying structured, hitting your jokes.
Yeah.
Which is what you did that night.
I'm trying.
You know?
That's... Listen, I am being mentored by 2 people, and both of them are joke tellers.
Not storytellers. Right.
No. Storytelling will eventually come. You know what I mean? For me, it will eventually come.
Maybe.
I'm not
you might be more of the joke short, not like the long drawn out stories like I do. You might be more of the 2-minute couple jokes in it, where I could do a 5 to 7 minute story with a couple jokes in it.
I do have the eating spot.
Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, but you had a tougher spot than, I mean, it's always hard to open a show. It doesn't matter who you are, right? But you went after Brooklyn Mike.
Yeah.
And that dude is a beast. Yeah. Brooklyn Mike, I've never seen him before.
He was working out new jokes.
It doesn't even matter. He worked out 4 jokes and had the room going the whole time.
Yeah.
Like, and he mixed in his old ones, but he went up, and John had to go up after him.
Yeah.
And it is funny so a little behind the scenes thing. It is funny to see John get ready, because it's almost like a boxer.
But how many fucking times I was like,
oh yeah. Well, you thought you were up second, then third. But John puts his head down, closes his eyes, almost like he's praying before a fight, and then he hears his name called, and whoop, pops up, and just goes right to work. And did really well, especially following a guy that's established. Like, it's, I mean, that almost be like following Kenny. I mean, it's when you follow a guy like that, it's a lot of pressure, man, to keep the momentum going. You did a great job keeping the momentum going.
That was fucking awesome.
Yeah, that was a good time.
That really was awesome.
That was awesome.
But it's work. I have to work. I got potentially Salsa coming up in March, and we also have Sherwin coming up in March,
and we're going to Boston in March.
Yeah, we are. The week before Strowman comes into town. Listen, March is going to be fucking jam-packed.
It's crazy how all this stuff is going on. I mean, we got shows back. We're doing a back-to-back weekend show of Friday and Saturday.
Yeah, well,
it's in the works, but it looks like it's going that way.
We ain't going back to DP. We're going back to Don Sponsors.
You know, and then we got a Boston trip in on it. I mean, you probably going to be at Salsa, you know what I'm saying? Which
I will see what happens.
I'm just saying. I mean, it's looking like it's headed in that direction.
We'll see what happens.
You know? So it's crazy that, again, less than a year in, and we're getting to do things that some people would be dying to do. And I know Kenny gets hit up by a bunch of people. Like, yo, when are you going to put me on? When are you going to put me on?
Yo, that's why I work hard. Yeah. That is exactly why I work hard. I guarantee, motherfucker, this is as helpful as everybody is. It's a hungry wolves out there. They will... Anybody would fucking kill to be in my position right now. It's Oreo Entertainment group text. I don't know what it is.
But yeah, so I agree with you. I think, and I've told you that before too. Though for me, every time I've gone up in the first 2 times I went up from Kenny, I was like, hey, I feel like I need to kill this, so he doesn't feel regret. He doesn't regret bringing me along with you. Like I know he in the beginning he was comfortable with you and me. It was like, all right, this is John's boy.
Yeah.
So like my thing was like, I need to show that I'm willing to have promise and I'm willing to put in the work and improve. So when he gives me advice, I take it and run with it next time.
That's exactly it. If veterans are willing to help, just go back to it. If veterans are willing to help you, fucking take the help, say thank you, work it how you need to work it, and which pays off.
Which actually segues into something else I want to talk about, which is the Chris Clark advice. So comedian Chris Clark, I think that's what he goes by on Instagram, but from Connecticut originally, pretty big comic, travels around a lot. Right now he's on tour with Rob Schneider. So I reached out to him. I met him a couple times. I reached out to him. I said, hey, I don't know if you remember me, but I just was curious because he's done the urban rooms and now he does more commercial mainstream rooms. I was like, I've been doing a lot of the urban rooms lately. I'm doing well. I said I definitely need to get stronger with my joke writing, but do you feel there's different approaches to doing a mainstream room as opposed to an urban room? So it led into conversation. He said, yeah, his actual wording was, you definitely have to learn how to shift gears like a trucker.
Yeah.
Which I understood because certain terminology is going to go one way, and the joke may work, but the wording might have to be different.
Kenny says you got to feed him to a different.
Right, exactly. The wording's different, the joke's the same kind of thing. So we were just talking about that, and I was talking about how I have to get stronger with my my joke writing. My crowd work seems pretty good, yada yada yada, and he said something to me which was pretty cool. He said because this is one of those behind the scene things, because he's touring Rob Schneider, he talks to him a lot. And Snyder told him that coming up, it was him, Sandler, and Rock. When they were coming up and doing stand-up, they had only 20-minute sets. But they were killer from start to finish 20 minutes. And that's what carried them so far and gave them opportunities in the beginning. So you don't have to worry about having an hour's worth of stuff
go through.
What the fuck, You just focus on 15 to 20 minutes solid start to finish. And
it's taken me almost a year to get fucking 5 to 8.
Yeah.
And now I got to get 15 in the next month.
Well, yeah. Good thing you go out the way you do.
And sick earlier this week. My son was homesick last week, so obviously the two of us got this same fucking strain of whatever the fuck. I hope not. I don't even know what the symptoms of that shit is.
I don't know. I think it's the same shit as everything. They just come off sick, and then it's like, oh, this is corona. Because he's got eating fucking bats or whatever they're eating in China.
Buddy of mine shared a dude eating a skunk rat head, like pulled it off a fucking dead skunk rat. It's not. It's gross.
That's not cute.
It's fucking vile.
That's not cute.
Yeah. So where were I?
Squirrel moment. There you go.
Squirrel.
Yeah. So for the amount that we're going out, definitely ahead of the game. You were just talking about how you got to come up with 15, and even though you're getting out a lot, it's a lot to build on. I mean, you have the good thing is you have the premises. You just need to iron out because I've heard a bunch of your premises, and some of them are new to me. Like I just heard one the other day about the
the
fairy dust thing.
Yeah.
But you've got the premises, so they're there to work on. So now and honestly,
I got another one I want to work out with tomorrow. My sister-in-law GMO joke.
Oh, okay. Yep. So, we've talked about that one, but What else you got on there? Because all I got left is Don Poncho's, and I know you want to finish with that. So what else you got left?
So I forgot about Lindenwood Diner. That was fucking great.
Yeah, Solo, good looking
that
out.
One, yeah,
thank
seriously,
you.
Solo. Thank you so much. Thank you, Joe Show. Thank you everybody who's putting me on. Smokey puts me on. Mocha and Mangles, thank you. Talent, thank you. For Rio, thank you everybody. Like that's absolutely amazing for guys. I should be drinking fucking dollar beers and fucking open mics right now. I shouldn't be where I am. So I think
you should be hanging out with me at the open mics. Is that what you're saying?
Dude, those open mics are right.
Oh, they are.
And they're fucking chip on his shoulder, motherfuckers too. It's bad. At least some of them.
But you know what? Again, you do it for cadence. You do it to get comfortable with the story, with the joke, so you can tell it in the middle of a crowd if you have to, go off topic or something. Yeah. But what else you got?
Don Poncho's.
All right. So this is, I'm going to say it to give him a little bit of modesty. This is Oreo Entertainment's room, which is
Kenny not my room.
Well, it's Kenny Wu, it's John, and it's Clyde Black, right?
Yep.
Black. I always call him Clyde. I never call him Clyde Black, so I just want to make sure I got the last name right.
Yeah.
But they formed Oreo Entertainment. This is their room. And I got to tell you, man, they put on a hell of a show. I was lucky enough to be on it. I'm not just saying that because John's my boy. The crowd was there to see comedy. They were all amped up, ready to go. The all-female lineup was killer.
Almost killer. All the paid comedians were female.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, DJ Hot Sauce.
Yeah.
He also
good dude.
He's
man.
awesome.
He's by the way.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. So he was awesome. Thank you to Chocolate Chai, who was our headliner. Killer. JJ Matisse.
Killer.
Katrina Pope. Killed it. Guest spots.
Tangy
stole the fucking show, bro. Tangy stole the fucking show. She was awesome. My wife was loved everybody. Loved Tangy. Dr. Rocco, first time back in a year.
I thought it was 5 years.
No, he's been doing it for 4
years.
Had to take a year off. Personal family issues, which I get it. But I didn't realize he was before me. Every day we grinded. Yeah. He's part of
that's why it's always pulled aside and said that we were a good addition to the family.
I didn't realize how tight he was.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
But that's cool as shit. Dr. Rocco's good shit, and he does a nice flyer.
Good dude.
And you had a fucking you bodied the fucking room.
Yeah, it was a good room.
You bodied. It was a good room. Co-hosted, which was a lot of fun.
Yeah, you did a great job at that.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Listen, if I could, I
feel like we're just kind of like kissing each other's ass right now. So it's really weird.
Yeah. But no, we had great. Well,
it was just a good night for everybody.
We're our only witnesses aside from Kenny and everybody that was there.
Yeah. You know what I mean? It was good, man. We definitely. And
thank you to everybody who came out. Anybody who was watching, who was at the show. Thank you so much. You guys are awesome. Thank you. Hopefully, you spreading shooting the funny like the herpes. Come on.
We're gonna find something else to spread. We gotta
peanut butter.
I don't know. We'll figure out something. But for me, it was. So I had 2 firsts in the last month. It was at your show, or Oreo Entertainment show. I had somebody come up to me and tell me afterwards, like, "Hey, we wish you had more time." Like they wanted me on the mic longer, which was all. And I'm not saying that to.
No,
I'm just saying it was a first to have somebody come up to me like, "We wish you had more time."
Yeah,
which was really flattering. Yeah. And then at the Lindenwood Diner, to have people from the crowd come up and want to take pictures with me and follow me on Instagram and everything else, like that was a first for me too. Yeah. Like, oh, we need to take pictures of you. You gotta let us know when you're coming back.
I didn't get any of that. That was awesome. They like you. Like they laughed at my jokes.
Well, that's because I flashed my butt in front of everybody. That might be it. I just bend over and ask for opening
bits. You're more likable.
likable.
Everybody still thinks I'm a fucking cop.
You'll get there.
Everybody still thinks I'm a cop.
They're afraid to approach you. Maybe they thought you were still a bounty hunter.
Just watch the show. You know what?
Maybe they thought you were still a bounty hunter. And they have
criminal
warrants.
with a badge.
They have warrants. They want to stay away from you.
You know what? I had that happen to me one time. I came in like a fucking an asshole. It was at Imagine's room in the Bronx, Cafe Havana Cafe, and I came in pretending to be the police, and this one, and I like serious type shit, and then I tried to make a joke, but in the midst of it, this woman looks at me and goes, "Oh, fuck you, the police," takes her money, throws it at the bartender, and runs the fuck out.
Oh, that's always good.
That's a bitch with warrants.
Yeah, she got.
Are you fucking kidding me?
She's on the run. She's
on the lam. So I think that's.
Yeah. So what do you got coming up?
We'll see about February. February.
There's that fucking slur that you were. Yeah,
Slurricane. Thank you. Finally showed up.
There, I told you.
Good thing February, I'm not sure. We're still planning a show. I'm hoping it's going to be February 28th, but, check out Instagram. Look for a flyer. If not, end of March. March 28th is 29th. Stanford.
Where's the 27th? 28th. Hold on. I got it in my phone.
Please.
Keep smoking that weed, John.
Yeah.
27th is in New York. 28th is in Stanford.
Gotcha. So Stanford and New York, keep your eyes out for the flyers. Sherwin Array is coming to the East Coast.
Hell yeah, man.
And we're going to be fucking around in New York for a week. So
body in rooms.
That kid is going to just leave a fucking wake of tears from laughter.
Probably.
Oh, man.
So.
All right, man. Listen, I hope we had a good time today. I certainly did. I'm a little shot, truth be told. So if I seem a little sluggish or stupid, it's the stupid's from Slurricane. I'm not gonna lie, a little shot, but I'm happy to be here, and thank you everybody for watching. Again, spread us like cyber herpes. Thank you.
Hit us up, man. We haven't gotten any emails yet. I want someone to email me.
Yeah, where do we email?
shootingforthefunny@gmail.com.
We should have done that at the beginning of the show.
It's all right. Yeah, no, you'll get it. shootingforthefunny@gmail.com.
You're the one who's supposed to tell me this.
Hey, you're the host, bro. I'm your backup.
Not really, though.
You're like Conan, and I'm that little chubby guy that sits on the couch.
But you're not that little.
Yeah, but I'm chubby.
Well, it doesn't have to be.
For now.
What are you going to do?
All right.
So Johnny Aspo at Instagram.
At Comic Damien on Instagram.
Facebook, John Esposito.
Damien Speranza, Comic Damien in parentheses.
Good night, everybody. Have a great day.
Peace out.